What are you doing there, big guy?
Well, I'm strapping it on.
Today on In the Wood Yard, Tony's here. We've got wood. We're taking wood home. Does that sound like a good idea?
Awesome!
So today, Tony and I are at a local sawmill, and all this wood you see here, we counted, there's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 bundles like this.
Yep.
They're all strapped together like you see this here. And we got a deal we couldn't pass up on it. Now this is all bad stuff.
Right. Well, bad stuff in the respect that they can't use it because there might be a blemish in the center of the board or something.
Yeah, or there's a lot. I'll zoom in here so you can see. So there's some stuff like this that's thin. Thin like this and thicker like this. So on the other end of this, it might be thin like this.
Correct.
It's where they have problems in the sawing. There's going to be a lot of ends that are rotten, like you see stuff like this here, or a piece like this here that's no good. Busted ones like you see this up here. Now this is all hardwood.
Right.
So what kind of wood?
You know what? The best part is it burns.
It burns, yes. So this is all stuff they can't sell,
right,
and they just want it gone. And so we got a price on it that we couldn't pass up. So today we're each going to take a bundle home, or maybe even a bundle and a half a piece.
Hey, we got
And we figured it out. There's probably about 5,000 pounds in a bundle.
Yes.
So we got two of Tony's trailers. We got your dump trailer,
yep,
and your car hauler, and we're going to have them put a bundle on each of those, and then we're going to probably break a bundle and put some more in on the sides, and we're going to take as much as we can get. And it's all hardwood, like we said. It's all oak, cherry, hard maple. There's yellow birch. It's just a little bit of everything. All hardwood for sure.
Yeah.
And because it's all already cut down to size like this, what we're thinking is we're going to use this we'll probably split it in half, and then maybe use it either as kindling or selling in bundles, or just having, you know, wood that will burn. Now this would be great in your wood boiler.
Yes, and this is also very good sectional lumber, so you might get a 5 or 6 foot piece of dimensional lumber that's perfect.
Yeah, you're going to get, because there are a lot of 8s, 10s, and there's even some 12s in here.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the other side so you can see how big some of these are. And so they're kind of odd on this end, so you can see they stick out all over the place. So we might have to saw some off of the ends to fit them in the trailers, but let's go get some loaded.
Sounds good.
So I walked around in this place just counting the piles, and it was amazing how much wood there was that was going to be discarded. And normally a lot of mills, what they'll do is they will chip a lot of this wood, and it will go into paper products or bedding or for filler. There's chunks of wood they have here that have metal in it they can't sell, so they have it just sitting all over the place, and they got to make room for it. So that's kind of what happens when you run a mill and you got all that space. So kind of walking around waiting to get loaded here. So I just was walking around looking at the loads of logs that were coming in, and as fast as stuff was coming in, stuff was going into the mill and getting cut up. They have all the wood there. All these bolts are just beautiful, beautiful pieces of wood. I mean, they're all the best choice pieces is what gets picked for lumber. So you can just see a lot of these logs they have there are just beautiful. Nice round, straight, no limbs, nice size. A lot of them have really small heartwood, which makes for really good lumber. This was mostly hard maple in this area we were in right here. I was just walking around just in marvel at looking at the wood and how much there was that I would just love to have. But anyway, we're going to get loaded up right now. I think the guy's coming. Here he comes. are you doing there, big guy?
Well, I'm strapping it on. We want to make sure it doesn't go forward and bust my screen or
your truck
or yeah.
Very good. Let's put another one on.
I think we're good there, Chris.
All right. Good?
We are good.
Yep, come on over here and
these rub rails here do a great job.
yeah.
I think you got this.
I just unrolled it, so however it was on, that's how it was on.
Well, there we go.
So we've got them ratcheted on, but we went to the outside, so we're going to drive a ways, and then we're going to reconnect it once we get out of the yard here, once it settles down, and then we're going to connect to the inside on the D-rings down in here, so I'll have the straps on the inside then, so it's tighter and not against the rail. So we're going to do a better job once it settles down. We drive a ways. Okay, so what we did is we just pulled over on a side road to we spent the last hour redoing fixing our loads here, because
you mean our big score?
Our big score, yeah, because the loads were in bands and they were real high and they were top heavy, and on the bottom there, it's just with your dump trail, it's kind of slippery.
Exactly.
So the load shifted on Tony forward, so he was really tongue heavy.
That's it.
So what we did is we cut the bands. As you can see, there's the green bands over on the other side over there, and we pushed everything off to the sides here, redid it, moved stuff back, put the straps back on. Tony's got his fancy schmancy straps here that he put on, and so we got this load all good to go. So much better than what we had, isn't it?
Chris, as you can see, this is pretty firewood.
It's going to be very pretty firewood.
I can't show this to my wife, because the next thing she'll say is, well, what are you going to build for me?
Well, see, and that's one of the things Tony's thinking of with some of this wood is good enough that he might build himself a woodshed.
Absolutely, yep.
So, yeah, there's some thin stuff in here. There's stuff that's, you know, thicker on one end than the other. There's obviously some moldy stuff, but so anyway, there, Tony's all hooked up there, and then my load up here, we did the same thing. We cut the band. We threw a bunch of stuff off and repositioned the whole thing. So we got it, because when they loaded it, it was, wouldn't you say it was quite a bit forward?
Oh, yes.
I was way up, or was I back?
Once again, you were
I was back. No, I was tongue heavy. Tongue heavy. So what we did is we moved everything back. We got it centered here, and then we strapped the back, both sides, and then across here. But you can see there's, like here, you can see there's the thickness. There's a thin piece, a thick one, a thin one, regular. But
so we're going to have to go through it.
Yeah, and this is all maple, so it's going to be really good stuff. But if Tony wants to build his woodshed, this would be a good thing to build it with.
Yes.
And then the rest of it, the bad stuff, the thin stuff, or the stuff that's got bad ends like you see down here, stuff like that.
Outdoor wood boiler.
Tony has a boiler, and that's where it's going to end up. So there we go. We got a bunch of wood. So now we got to drive the rest of the way home, and we got some unloading to do.
That's for sure.
But that ain't happening tonight. We're going to get home. It'll be later. It's already getting towards the afternoon. It's getting dark, and it'll be dark soon. That's what I was trying to say. So that's it for today, folks. We got some wood. It's a good score. Tomorrow, we're going to be back doing more fun stuff, aren't we?
Absolutely.
So between now and then, get outside, get cutting.
Good night, Irene.